of the last time we saw him, he challenged Alex Pineda for a light heavyweight show the toughness. He's told us over the course of his career, with just a few pro fights to his name, his focus has seen the bigger, stronger Alex Pineda last October. He's tried to work on it.
And even though that was a loss in that fight with Pereira, he knows that much different, but he felt like now finally he belonged. And it's Wood and the team there at Syndicate. He brought in Christian Knowles from training out there and start bringing that back to him and just keeping those out to. He was going out to California to grapple with people and just pushing every in. Came out here early, Michael, and really settled in as well.
Yeah, when you see the man's a physical specimen, that's a fact, but he's flying down to California. He's doing everything he can to round out his skill set. Having said that, when you see how Jamahal Hill can win this fight, he feels better physically, masterpiece. He feels that the loss to Alex Pereira, he learned version of himself that he wants to show to the world.
Line as well, a nod to his home city of Las Vegas, along with the Arcs and the favorite. He awaits Jamahal Hill. Former UFC light heavyweight champion Jamahal Hill became the first fighter off of Dana White's sit back. What makes this matchup so compelling is just see where he can win this fight. Jamahal Hill says, I say decision, and Jamahal Hill expects to leave no doubt when they clash in the rankings.
Obviously became the world champion when he beat Glover Teixeira. And they both have that in common, that they fought Alex Pereira. And while you're telling me that you got better by taking a whooping, how does that work? I understand, will say, I think Khalil is maybe the more technical striker against Johnny Walker, where he was slumped up against the fence, and you're going to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely, and he can do it from different angles. Counters over the top, whether he's baiting you into the jab and throws that over. And I've talked about it before, where his kicks, all that stuff, that keep you at bay and set it up.
And it's the mind of Jamahal Hill as well. As you know, he's lived a tough life. You know, he hasn't always, you know, I can imagine since do not mess with me type of guy. And that's what he carries into the octagon. The mind that he possesses is almost as powerful as the punches that he has.
Story of Jamahal Hill running 5 miles to and from the gym that are fully committed to the vision. Jamahal Hill was talking about a UFC champion. Jamahal Hill promises a vintage performance in what got him that Azerbaijan. Jamahal Hill ranked 3 spots higher, but he's a small underdog, is taller, and has a 2.5-inch edge in reach.
Gentlemen, this is the man. To the octagon side are Ben Cartlidge, David Lethaby, and Clayton. And now, around the world, this is the moment you from the Baku Crystal Hall in Baku. Rounds in the UFC light. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 14 wins. Weighing in at 206 pounds. Fighting UFC light heavyweight contender in the Junior. The red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. His tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. The number 4 ranked UFC light heavyweight champion, Jamahal.
Instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves and let's do it.
It's an extra stare down, and we've had to be patient to wait for this matchup. Khalil back, and Rountree Jr. instead getting a title opportunity against Alex Pereira.
Look at Khalil.
Forced it back a couple of months.
Just trying to play it cool, a little gamesmanship.
Khalil Rountree Jr. was a small betting favorite until it swung to Hill in the late. Both working out of the southpaw stance early.
And I don't think we'll see one tonight.
Probably not.
A hard low kick.
Watching some of the YouTube videos Khalil and even the UFC had put out with him training, that it's Hill landing these big leg kicks early.
Yeah, it is. But certainly more volume so far from Jamahal Hill.
The jab to the body. Almost in that tie.
the kick so far. Jamahal Hill.
John Wood, the head coach at Syndicate MMA in Las Vegas, points to 5-fight win streak that got him that title shot against Alex Pereira.
He's voted Georgia's MMA
Is that right?
coach
Good
of the
for
year.
him.
I know.
In the corner of
Marab is sitting ringside.
We're starting to see the hands pick up here between these two. Target two to that leg. He's kicked the calf, he's kicked the thigh of Jamahal Hill as well. Opportunities that.
Now, you got to think also for Jamahal. Well, both ended in the first round. There is just easing his way into this, taking a few shots, and he's like, okay.
round number 1. Well, that Jamahal Hill last appearance at UFC 311 went into the 3rd round, Mike. It finished in frantic fashion. That's
Yes.
for sure.
Okay. Thanks. You know, there's nothing toxic on there.
Really working it through the early minutes.
A body kick. Jamahal shakes his head.
To set the hands up, and also, you know, I said.
Round 1 in the books. 30-second break. We're back with round 2.
One big breath. Deep breath. Okay, his kicks, they're slow, they're coming in, but we're letting them get it. You're just reacting the wrong way. So make sure we either step in or we check and go.
You know. Blow a couple times, and you know he's gonna go high. You got it.
Back and ready for thoughts early on. Surprised by the approach from either of these guys?
See him trying to break him down using the low kicks. You know, just more output with the hands by now. But it's only the start.
Big swing for Rountree.
Then goes to the body. Khalil doing a really good job of mixing. There's a speed advantage on the side of Khalil as well.
There we go.
Well, to my point earlier.
Ooh. Stance now. Rountree now opening up a little bit.
Swollen.
Yeah, Jamahal has got to try to close the distance.
8 chances. He's got to go into the pocket. Throwing punches at this kind of distance can just chip away, play this game all day long. For Jamahal Hill, Jamal's got to go forward, push him into the fence. He's limping big time.
And he really doesn't have a lot of power when he throws a big right hand. Jamahal Hill's going to have to figure something out here. Junior staying patient on the outside.
Off. Sorry, pardon me. Jamal's going to cut the cage off. When Khalil's circling, he have the ability. Can he move the feet that quickly because of the kicks?
Don't want to put his right leg in severe danger. John Wood wanted him to work.
Fitness coming through it already. That little run he was doing there, that's a good right hook.
Right hand on his way up.
Yeah, that was fast.
Hill tried to take
there. He's got to start putting more together, though.
Exactly. Have success. Now you got to wonder, is Khalil hurt?
Big one. Because he knows when
Jamal just trying to walk him.
Duration of the fight, and we'll head into the corner of Jamahal Hill to see what he's dealing with.
Dude, he's going to try to counter while you're going to follow him. Hey.
Keep getting your range with your right. With your right and with your left. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to get more comfortable in the last 3 rounds. Go back.
Straight shots. Straight shots. Those straight shots are getting.
From Khalil Rountree Jr. battering that lead leg of Jamahal Hill. Work there from Khalil fighting on the outside.
And he's only big time effect on that right leg.
But Jamal had some success there. Obviously at the end of the round he was dancing away. I guess he didn't want to take a gym wary.
Well, Rountree staying patient though. Second round, Rountree goes in there.
If he starts losing his temper, he's going to play into the hands. Chip away at the legs, dance around, make him chase him. So.
Hill went first and last.
Good counter.
but the
Oh,
body
that
language
hurts
says
it.
otherwise.
That hurts it.
And then eats another leg kick.
That's what focusing on the low kicks Pereira does.
Rountree continuing to stay patient, not forcing it.
He's thrown pretty much nothing but low. Go upstairs. Could catch him.
He came out of his shoes on that one.
Big swing.
You're still working the leg kicks. Landed another 5 in this round.
Oh, that was a good body kick.
And Hill a lot to...
We were told there'd be blood. It's just not coming from the side that Jamahal Hill would want.
The damage taken to the legs. Can't push off. Can't stand in the stance that you want to stand in.
Hook. Second knockdown of the round for Rountree.
Perfectly.
And now round number 3. We'll see round 4 coming up.
Sit down. Dude, he's making you chase him just so he can reach in.
Speed on your attack.
Hmm?
When you throw, he's right there. You got to bring his head down. Reset and go. That's the opportunity to go. That's where we can blast him. Off those.
Just slowly taking over, whether that's the leg kicks or these punches, that right hook that landed at the end of the round. Just picking his shot.
Bisping and Alan Joban to break down tonight's action on the post show, plus John Good and chat here. Smooth sailing for Khalil. Come at you. And trying to land some big power punches. He's got still a bounce in the step of Khalil. Rountree knockdowns in light heavyweight history with 14 after 2 knockdowns.
Leg, you see the little stumble. He chops that leg and Jamahal tries to react or give a shake of the head.
Display of mixed martial arts talent. You know, he's clearly dominating. I'm sure this is the game plan that they came up with. Upping the tempo a little bit. Took over the top, sits him down.
This is where I'd like to see Round and getting knocked down a few times in this fight so far. He's just
the higher guard. Clearly with the damage that he's taken to the legs, he can't. Oh!
And again, until he caused a knee injury and got a win over Modestus among the elite in this division. Pereira, Khalil Rountree Jr. Promised us that he's leveled up through the first 4 rounds.
The reality is, though, he's very aware of that.
I think Hill, if he wants to even
Past 2.
it is past 2 o'clock.
Oh, is it really?
Crowd asking for.
I mean,
luckily Hill rolled with that just a bit.
That's what Jamahal.
Leg kick
He's
is
turning it up now.
Rountree starting to string attacking from orthodox, but every time he puts his right leg out there.
Technically better. He's physically better.
Into the 5th and final round we go between light heavyweight.
Yeah. You got 5 minutes. That's all you got. Listen to me. It's close. Yeah. All right. That's why he's getting heavy. Keep something in his face. Get a jab. Go low. Go low.
Something in the 5th and final round to really change. Fight Night is presented by Bud Light. 5th and final round in our main event. Minutes for Khalil Rountree Jr. We'll see if he can put the finishing touches.
It's been a really impressive performance from Khalil. He has been in control of this fight. He's done a lot of damage to the legs. Dropped several times. Khalil's looked very, very impressive. Also on the side of Jamahal Hill as well. His corner's in.
Yeah, I mean he's down 4 rounds now. He's got 5 minutes less.
Hill now pressing forward. Couple of jabs.
Nations together. Single shots from Jamahal on.
make him pay for with another leg kick. Oh.
Earlier in the fight that we wouldn't be seeing a 5th round. Hit the canvas. Jamahal just continued to push through. Threat.
And now time becoming.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Well, the corner says.
But for Rountree, no reason at this point to take unnecessary risks. 4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
chance to jump into the top 5.
Viral moment. Yeah. But do you want to risk winning this fight? All it takes is one shot. So
45 seconds on the clock.
But this is what we sign up.
Yeah, with that right leg base.
And a fight-altering blow in the final seconds.
Well, this is going to
trip across the Atlantic to Baku, Azerbaijan. Jamahal Hill said he would outclass him and show a different. There was no glove touch at the start of the fight.
No, I'm just saying, like, I need to read, and I got to protect myself. You know what I'm saying?
Been over the course of 25 minutes, but Khalil Rountree Jr. certainly 30-second break. We return to wrap things up in Baku. Stay with us. Ilia Topuria, Charles Oliveira set to close the show. On tap between Brazilian star Alexandre Pantoja and the challenger. The normal price. Go to ESPNplus.com/UFC3 is the decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, test 49-46, 50-45, and 50. Rountree Jr.